A quote, pissed off Bernalillo County Sheriff addresses losing his right-hand man now implicated in the massive public corruption scandal involving drunk driving arrests. The sheriff wants to clear up any suspicions he knew about his undersheriff's suspected involvement. KRQE investigative reporter Ann Perrette spoke to him. She joins us now.
Sheriff John Allen is distancing himself from anyone involved in the criminal enterprise that spanned 3 decades. A coordinated scheme in which an Albuquerque law firm and police officers took bribes to get DWI cases dismissed or never filed. You'll see he got heated in his explanation.
I've never been betrayed like this in my life, and I'm pretty freaking pissed off right now.
Betrayed, he says, by the man he appointed undersheriff in January 2023, Johan Jareño, who the FBI has told him is under federal investigation, believed to have taken bribes to allow drunk drivers off the hook. The Bernalillo County Sheriff says Jareño let him know this past Saturday the feds interviewed him.
It completely makes me sick, and I literally got sick and threw up in my garbage can.
Sheriff John Allen asked Jareño to resign on Sunday, and he did. He says he only became suspicious about his undersheriff when the feds interviewed BCSO Deputy Jeffrey Hamrill in January because Jareño's body language changed, and the sheriff says the feds wouldn't talk to him.
How in the hell would the FBI ever trust me when my right-hand man who speaks for me would give me any other information? That is another red flag.
Sheriff Allen says the FBI is talking to him now, but he knows this photo that we obtained and made public on Monday isn't helping him convince them he's not involved.
Of course they're going to suspect me when you find me in a photo with this guy. What a piece of crap. And then he's put me in a very bad position, and anybody can spin everything and anything they want.
The sheriff is referring to paralegal Ricardo Rick Mendez, who confessed to being the coordinator of the criminal enterprise. You can see him in the center of this photo at an Albuquerque restaurant with the sheriff and Undersheriff Jareño to his left and the rest of BCSO's command staff on the right.
If anybody out there in the public thinks that I had my command staff and we were connected here asking about a DWI scheme, you are an idiot.
Asking about the circumstances surrounding their lunch set Sheriff Allen off.
Folks, it's okay for me to have lunch. The question should be, who paid for the lunch and did I accept any gifts from Mr. Mendez? No. Do people buy me lunch? Yes. Do I take photos with people? Folks, I take 100 photos a week with people. I am a politician and the sheriff of the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. If I ever knew that Mr. Jareño and that Mr. Mendez were doing what they were doing along with the DWI scheme, I'm going to ask you a question back. Do you think in all hell I would ever have a lunch with him? No, I would not.
He says this happened in February 2023. Not long after he became sheriff, Jareño set up the lunch with Mendez and invited the rest of the command staff, and they discussed his campaign.
Mr. Mendez is on the Republican side. I'm on the Democratic side. I'm speaking to a Republican. I thought I was able to reach across the aisle and get some answers and some questions that the Republican side had. And I'm completely side blasted now, betrayed, disappointed.
In a previous interview, the sheriff called Mendez a friend, says they've known each other since 2021, and he donated $200 to his campaign. That language changed today.
But I wouldn't even call it a friendship. I will distance myself far away from that piece of crap that I can.
As he shifts his focus to moving forward without Jareño.
This isn't a black eye to the agency. This is a gut punch. This is a kick to my balls and 2 black eyes, to be honest with you. What do I do to stop that? How do we move forward? The rank and file that's out there right now fighting crime, now they have some gaps in leadership. I always take decisive action. How do we move forward and do it correctly?
Now, former BCSO Deputy Jeffrey Hamrill pleaded guilty Tuesday in federal court to participating in the scheme. In his confession, he says an unnamed supervisory deputy assured him he would not get in trouble. Now, I asked the sheriff today if Hamrill was referring to his then undersheriff, Johan Jareño. Sheriff Allen says he won't directly answer the question, adding he doesn't want to hinder the FBI's investigation. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Ann. Hamrill and Jareño are the only 2 members of the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office named so far. We asked if the sheriff expects others to fall. He says he can't answer that right now.